what is it?
Yeah.
So let me give you the full title,
Uh-huh.
and that will kind of tell you what it is. The full actual title is The Persecution and Assassination of Jean-Paul Marat as performed by the inmates of the Asylum of Charenton under the direction of the Marquis de Sade.
Okay.
And that's kind of also a summary. What if in the early 19th century, just after the French Revolution, what if a bunch of inmates got together and put on a play telling their story of their oppression, and it was directed by the Marquis de Sade, notoriously outrageous? And what would it be like if we, the audience, came and watched that show? It's got 16 songs in it, it's got a cast of 11, and they're here to tell you the version of the French Revolution that isn't told by the historians. It's the version that's told by the poor and the oppressed. They're here to say, hey, let me tell you what actually happened, and it ain't pretty. But of course, because it's being performed by people who are identified as inmates in an asylum, it kind of goes off track. And it's difficult to present because you have people who are not all on the same page. So it gets wild, and it's funny and sad and shocking and important. It's kind of a little bit of everything.
Okay.
With our cast, we have representations of people with disabilities, people of color, people who are non-binary, people who are gay, people who are transgender, and combinations of all of these kinds of things. And I have some of these experiences myself. So what we've been able to do is to have a lot of conversations as a community about how can we reflect our experiences through the characters and through the text. And it's become a very personal and meaningful experience for a lot of the cast, realizing even that this play was written in the 60s, originally in German, how much of it still applies. Go to maratsade.com. It's MARATSADE. It looks like Marat Sade.
Okay.
So Marat Sade, as we say in Nightdale, maratsade.com. It'll have all the information about when it is, what it's about, photos from the show. You can purchase your tickets there. You can learn a bit more about St. John's there. You can make a donation to St. John's there. And all those things are there on the website. Also, if you just go on Facebook and look at Marat Sade, you can also find an event page there as well, and that'll lead you to the same place.